Hey everybody, this is Trent. I think it is a fitting opportunity right now to give an explanation to everyone as to what recently happened. If you take a look at one of my videos, there was a huge hint as to what I had done as far as making a decision with my phone device. And then I'm just going to come out with it now. Yep, I decided to go back to the iPhone. Now, mind you, this isn't my third iPhone. This is actually my second one. A while back when I had made the morning on Sunday morning video, that was actually my second iPod that I was planning on returning at the time. I actually did go on the road to return it, but then at the last minute, I decided to change my mind and just keep it boxed away in my house while I went back to the E90. Um, I have to admit that there have been a couple of instances that have caused me to reevaluate a lot of things, considering my need for new gadgets every time they come out, and my habit in spending money that I don't have and using my credit cards. Um, this past incident with me being overcharged for data usage on AT&T really woke me up financially. Uh, I didn't know if I was responsible. Well, I knew at the time that I wasn't responsible for all of the charges, but it still shocked me to a point where I knew that I had to get a handle on things concerning my spending. Uh, and another thing is that the E90, it's great, but eventually the bulk of the device just got to be a bit to handle, and pretty much for what I needed my smartphone to do, it's pretty much overkill. The multimedia features, the GPS, and the camera, and even the camcorder, they're all very good, but I never really took advantage of those features. The main features that I would use most often, as you all guys know, were the web browser, the texting, and the emailing, and that was the one thing that I would use with the E90 all the time, aside from writing on the Quick Office application. So as far as using the camcorder or the still camera or the GPS, I hardly would use that at all. And so I think after a while of owning the E90 and dealing with the keyboard and hearing about different issues that other people were going through with their E90s, it got to the point where I just grew tired of it, I guess, and I just wanted to have a device that would be easily syncable with my Mac. I had an iSync plugin that came from a third-party website that I was using with my E90, and everything synced over just fine. But at the same time, there were a couple of issues every now and then where, an event would be duplicated in the calendar, and or a contact wouldn't seed over. But I would go in and fix it, manually. It was no problem. But it did make an inconvenience to a point where I sort of began to think, you know, is this the right device for me? Is this pretty much the right phone that I would want to keep for more than years, more than a few years? And the answer is no. Unfortunately, the E90 is pretty much it's too much for what I need in the phone. And to be quite honest, the camcorder capabilities are great. The video quality is great for a phone, but after making videos for YouTube with my built-in iSight camera here and also with my Panasonic GS300 camcorder, I saw just how, not necessarily bad, but just how much the quality was lower in the Nokia smartphone camcorders. So I think for right now, if I ever want to do video, I'll just stick with my camcorder and use that, because I'm usually not the kind of person that likes to make phone videos that often, unless I'm doing a review or something for YouTube. So aside from that, my main use for a smartphone is email, texting, and web browsing, and the iPhone is pretty much the best device for me as far as being able to use it with my Mac computer with no problem, and just the fact that the interface is a lot more ahead of its time. And being that the E90 has a layout with all of the plastic buttons, I think firmware upgrades can only do so much to revive the interface of the Nokia E90. I think it would always continue to have the same appearance, regarding navigation of the menus and whatnot. But as the iPhone, being that it's a touchscreen device, you have more potential of changing things out with software updates. So I think for right now, financially, as I look to sell my Nokia devices for extra money to handle my debt, the iPhone, being that I'm way past the return period for it now, it's pretty much the one device that is going to be better off in the long run as I continue to be a Mac owner. So, unfortunately, sorry to all of the Nokia fans out there. I will continue to make reviews on the stuff that I've already got just to show you how it's working for me. But as far as spending any more money on or wasting any more credit on any other device, I'm going to have to put a stop to that right here and now. I'm pretty much digging myself into a hole, and I've got to get a handle on it. So that's pretty much it. That's life. Life sucks, and you got to pull yourself up whenever you get an opportunity, and this is that time for me. So hope y'all are doing all right for the rest of the weekend, and for all you Nokia guys out there whose phones are working for you, kudos. But I'm just doing what's right from my end. So now I know that I came across as a flip-flopper. I was worse than John Kerry, going back and forth on his political views for a while, flipping back and forth between Nokia and the iPhone. But there just comes to a point where you pretty much have no choice. And I just got to do what I got to do. So take care, everybody, and y'all have a good day.